there's this one secret technique that J Dilla uses that I've yet to hear anybody else talk about. So I've decided to share that secret with y'all. And that secret today lays in his samples. And not how he chops his samples, not where he finds his samples, not even how he tunes his samples. Hear me out for a second. I was reading this article on Reverb.com detailing engineering Dilla, right? So going deep into the article, it talks about how his drums were mixed. It talks about what sounds he used, other engineers and producers that work with him, right? They talk about his MPC 3000. They talk about how he liked to swing. They talk about the Neve preamps. But there's this one piece of hardware they brought up that I'd never heard of before. And that piece of hardware is the Yamaha SPX 900. Now I know you're probably like, what the hell is even that? Let me educate you real quick. The Yamaha SPX 900 was a professional multi-effect processor. They had all these cool effects, they had like reverb, saturations, like delay, a lot of cool stuff, right? But there was this one effect that Dilla loved more than anything else on that whole piece of hardware, and that was the Symphony. This is what Todd Farrell, a mixing engineer who worked with J Dilla, had to say about Symphonic and J Dilla. And then he was real fond of this particular program in the SPX 900. It's a multi-effects processor, and the program on it was called Symphonic. And if you went inside there, you could turn it on. It called it a D filter, a dynamic filter, and it kind of made this real watery, bubbly sound. He put a lot of his samples through that sometimes. Going back and listening to some J Dilla beats, a lot of times you'll listen and hear a lot of the samples did sound like they kind of had that bubbly, watery effect. So for example, one of my favorite J Dilla beats, Climax, right? You see how the sample just kind of feels like, kind of has like that bubbly effect, kind of like a chorus, kind of like, but not really a chorus. It's a little different. That's the Symphonic. And I know what y'all are thinking. I don't have this obscure ass piece of hardware from the 90s. How am I supposed to get that sound? Well, listen, what if I told you there's a company that has created a digital version of the SPX 900 Symphonic? Enter THU. Overloud is home to a lot of guitar amp simulations, bass amp emulations, and things of that nature, right? They're heavily on that side. But in one of their products, Overloud, is a large like suite with a bunch of effects for like guitars and bass and a bunch of like even some vocal effects in there. But if you look all the way down that list, they have one effect that we're looking for, the Symphonic 90, an emulation of the SPX 900's Symphony. And when I tell you it gets the job done, it gets the job done. Check it out. So I have this beat here I just made, something kind of in the vein of J Dilla, right? Some cool little boom bap drums with a nice vocal sample and some like cool soul stuff. Check it out. Right? A cool little vibe, something real bouncy and real groovy, right? I got a few effects on the drums, nothing on the master and nothing on the sample. But now let's hear what it sounds like when we throw that overloud Symphonic on there. So I'm gonna go ahead and mute everything except for the sample. Here's THU. So like I said, they have a bunch of like amps for guitars and bass, but we don't really care about that right now. What we're here for is the overloud Symphonic 90. So already everything is on. So I'm gonna let you hear what it sounds like. This is without, right? This is the sample without the effect. I mean, it sounds cool, right? You know what I mean? It's a cool little chop. Check it out. So basically what this is doing, and it's giving you kind of like a chorus effect, kind of like a phaser, kind of like stereo shape, all in one. I'm going to bring the mix knob all the way up from 0, okay? You can also play with the rate and the depth. already it gives it that weird like watery, bubbly sound, right? All from this one plugin. You don't have to mess with a like chorus, a phase, or nothing. Like this gives you that cool sound that J Dilla was kind of getting. Not saying it sounds exactly like it. Again, remember this is just an emulation. Now let's see what it sounds like in context with the beat. That was a little dramatic, a little exaggerated. We can cut that mix knob down a little bit. And remember, this is without the effect. At the end of the day, it just gives it this cool warbly effect, you know what I mean? Not to say you have to use this in every single one of your beats, but if you want to try something different, this is a cool way to do it. So if you wanted this effect, plus many more, maybe you play bass, maybe you play some guitar, this would be a great product. And this is not sponsored, I just really like this product. But you can go to their website, and I see they're running a deal right now if you want to get the THU Premium. I believe in American dollars, it's about $250. It sounds a little steep right now, but it's just a really cool product, you know what I'm saying? And you buy it one time and you have a whole suite of effects. Yeah. This is a really quick video, but I just want to throw something out there that I've never seen anyone talk about, and I think it's super cool. Everyone talks about J Dilla's swing, talks about how he does his drum, talks about how he chops his samples, but no one has ever talked about the symphonic or the symphony, whatever it is. Super cool, and give it a try. I'm sure they have a trial or something. Anyway, I hope y'all dug this video. Glad to be back. I got more heaters coming for you. So if you like this video, check out this video or this video. I'm also uploading raps. Okay, I do more than just make beats, and I would appreciate it so much if you showed that love too. So thank you so much for checking me out. It's your boy JD, and I'll be back with another banger real soon. Okay, peace out. Feliz Navidad. It's not even Christmas.